Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Lovegrove from Greer Tidbits, and welcome to the 2024 Greer Christmas Parade. It is wonderful to be back live. We are here along Poinsett Street. Behind me, I can distantly hear the marching bands lining up, getting ready, and it is sure to be a packed, festive day here in Greer. Now, before we get into the parade, I have a few pre-show items before we get started, and one of those is an interview with Stephanie from the Shops Off Trade. So let me adjust our mic here.
Hi, Jonathan.
Thank you so much for joining us live today. I want to start by asking this. Many people in the community knew Shelley, and she had to step back from the Shops Off Trade earlier this year, and you've kind of stepped into the role. What has that been like, and what are you feeling in this moment?
Well, thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you for coming back again this year. We are very happy. We enjoyed your show last year, and so when you come back to this year, it made us really glad to have you. And we took over the shop in April. When she told us she was closing, we felt like we had really found a place in Greer, like where we could be a part of a group of local artists, part of a community, and we really enjoyed being able to take over the shop and continue the legacy of the Shops Off Trade.
Oh, that's so good. So, a few months in already, are there any moments or memories that have kind of stuck out to you
so
in
many.
this?
We've gotten to meet so many new people, and really, I think they're right around all the wonderful people that are part of Greer and the surrounding areas. We have all local artists, and getting to meet them, like every moment, like every time somebody shares something special with us, it feels like a important moment. We've very recently we have a Santa that's come to the shop.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, getting to see children's faces light up when they see him.
Oh, that's awesome.
That just touches.
Oh, that's so
touches
good.
us.
Well, one last question. What are you looking forward to seeing in the parade lineup today?
Oh my gosh, I knew you were going to ask me this question. There's so many kids that we've met that they said that they're going to be in the parade, so just getting to see all of them as they come through and hopefully wave to them and let them know that we're out here supporting them.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie, and I hope you enjoy the parade today.
Thank you.
Well, everybody, we are just getting started. Let me adjust the mic one more time. I just quickly want to give a shout out to the organizing sponsor of the parade today and every year, and that is Greer Relief. Greer Relief does a great job for our community. They help out our community. They support our community. They have a food pantry, tons of programs. They just opened up a new service location, the Indigo Hope Center, up on North Main Street. The work they do for our community is just incredible. So that's a look at Greer Relief and their work in our community. Now, today, the parade, all the entries in the parade are going to support them. Great cause. So as you're watching this stream, you are also supporting an incredible cause here in Greer. Now, I am very excited for the next segment of our parade pre-show. Many of you know I volunteer as Events and Communications Coordinator at the Greer Heritage Museum alongside my dad, David Lovegrove, who is director, and he joins me now. Take it away. Tell us about kind of the history of Christmas here in Greer.
All right. Well, one of the things that we are most excited for here, of course, is a parade. And the Greer Christmas Parade goes back as long as we have recorded traditions for Christmas here. We have Christmas parades from the earliest records, but there was one time that I want to mention that the Christmas parade stopped. And that was during World War II. In World War II, our men were at war, our women were working in the factories hard, everyone was conserving resources for the war effort, and so they canceled the parade during 2 years of World War II. And here now, as we see today, thousands of people lining the streets, it started back up the year after World War II. And that year, more than 30,000 people packed the streets to watch that exciting return to normalcy for our little town. Christmas has a long history in Greer, and really I just want to invite you to come out to our Christmas program. We have 2 showings coming up next Saturday, and that event goes through things you can't imagine that happened in Greer, excitement, fright and terror, and some really unexpected things, like when the terrible Swedes marched on Greer. So there you go, just a little bit of background on the history of Christmas and the Christmas parade in Greer. We're really looking forward here to the beginning of the parade. We're starting to see down this street the cars, the police are getting lined up. We see the flags waving at the front of the parade, so it is getting close to starting here. Jonathan, are you ready to take back over here?
Yes, I am. Let's do this. Right now on your screen, you are looking down Poinsett Street at the parade here in Greer, and it's just about to kick off. There you can see the Greer Police Department down at the end of the street, getting things prepped, getting ready for this parade. They're right down by the Clock Restaurant. That intersection with Memorial Drive is where the parade starts. The parade will work its way down Poinsett Street, past where we are now at the Shops Off Trade, and then it will continue to move up Main Street. And then it'll end up by Waithampton, the J. Hartley Bond Center, Quality Foods. It'll end up in that area. So, an absolutely great parade for a great cause, a fun route. And really, the Christmas parade is just one of those events that brings the community in. It brings the community together. And that's really the best. The best of our community is on display here in the parade. So sit back, maybe grab a cup of hot cocoa, and let's enjoy this. If you're just joining us here on Greer Tidbits, we are live along Poinsett Street for the parade. We're seeing them line up down Poinsett Street, getting ready for the festivities to begin today. Honestly, the parade today should be a blast, and we're excited to have you. A few quick things. Honestly, as I go and scroll social media, there's a lot out there that's negative, and a community event, a parade like this, is a great opportunity to share some positivity. So let me just ask you, if you have a few moments right now, to do a few things for me. First, can you like or love or care, whatever reaction you want, this video? That helps Facebook know this is a thing worth watching, a thing worth seeing. The other thing that I would love is for you right now to go and comment on this live stream where you're watching from. Now, each year we do this, and I love to see where people are from, where people are watching from. Really, each year we have people from around the world who watch us, who join us live here in Greer. Looking down at the comments, I see Phil is watching from Taylor's. Hello, Phil. I see Carol is watching us from Greer. Jennifer is watching. Mary is watching. It is so good to see you all. Dave Kuchenbecker is also watching from the Greer Heritage Museum. So right now I am looking at my phone as your comments come in. Rochelle Nolan is watching from Tryon Street here in Greer, so not far. Lynn is watching from Greer. Well, keep on commenting where you're watching from. I always enjoy to see, because really, the power of a live stream like this is it brings the community together, even those who can't be here in person. Last year, we had people watching from literally across the Atlantic Ocean in Europe. That is the cool power of a parade like this, bringing the community together and really bringing us all together. Now, right down Poinsett Street, I am seeing the first starting lineup of the parade. We have the police car, we have a color guard. So, in just a few seconds, this parade should be kicking off. Well, as you can see in the shot you have there, community members are lining up. As we heard earlier, we're in the parking lot of the Shops Off Parade, and there is a whole crowd that is gathered here in the parking lot. Across the street, just lines of people. And the weather is wonderful. We are in the mid 60s, so it is just absolutely beautiful out here. The perfect day for a parade. Someone came up to me earlier and commented, on a normal parade, like in Greenville, it's at the night, it's a little bit cold. But here in Greer, it's a nice warm afternoon. I'm in short sleeves. That's just the wonderful weather we have here. Just so pleasant. Now, also, down the street, I am looking and I see that the parade is beginning to move in our direction. You might be able to see it on your shot right there. 2 police cars leading off the parade are heading in our direction, which means we are just moments away from the 2024 Greer Christmas Parade kicking off. My dad did just make a great point to me. Those vehicles that are moving down, you're not hearing much right now. That's because they are in the sensory-free section. So they're helping out some of our community members by having that starting section. Once they cross over from that zone, you'll start to hear the sirens, the marching bands, all the stuff you know and love about the Greer Christmas Parade. Starting in just a few minutes. Here they come. You can see the parade moving in our direction. Those 2 police cars from the Greer Police Department, directly followed by the opening color guard and the opening banner. That's coming in just a few seconds. A few other people who have commented, as I mentioned earlier, please comment where you're watching from. I absolutely love to see where the community is watching from, how they're getting involved. Just a few other people who are here. Carol is watching from Main Street. I love that. Tiffany is watching from here in Greer. Deborah is watching from Greer. I see a few others who are joining us. Christine, Miriam, Rochelle. Thank you all for tuning in as the Greer Christmas Parade kicks off. Amanda is joining us from Blue Ridge. Thank you for joining us, Amanda. And here you can see, starting us off, it's the Greer Police Department kicking off the parade right here in front of the Shops Off Parade. Directly following the police department, you can see our color guard today. Our color guard is brought to you by the Blue Ridge High School Air Force Junior ROTC program. They are our color guard, directly followed by the Boy Scouts, who are leading our parade with a banner. Thank you to all these young men and women who are kicking us off today. And here it is, the official kickoff of the 2024 Greer Christmas Parade, brought to you by Greer Relief. Also, thank you to Scout Troop 41 for carrying in our banner today to kick us off. Next up, I can already see some festive vehicles moving in our direction. Starting here, we have a Bronco vehicle. We'll see who it's from. After that, it looks like we've got Greer Relief themselves with their entry, followed by a whole line of festive-looking Jeeps, so plenty to come. Starting off with this Bronco from D&D Ford. Merry Christmas! Give a wave to Macy and our Greer Citizen crew. How are you? Merry Christmas! I love to see it. Macy and the Greer Citizen crew kicking us off. Follow closely. It's Greer Relief. They've got a truck and trailer. Once again, Greer Relief is the point of today. They are sponsoring our parade. It's benefiting them today. You see their slogan, every neighborhood matters. That's what's great about Greer Relief, and that's why it's so great to have them here today. Next up, you see it, we have a whole horde of festive vehicles. I love it. We've got a Dino on top, a Grinch on top, Olaf down the line. I love it. We've got a group here that is totally decked out for the parade. This is potentially the most festive vehicle group I have seen at the parade. We see wreaths, we see Christmas lights. I absolutely love to see it. This is our community coming together. Merry Christmas! I love it. We even have some theming. So we have a blue vehicle here, and it's got Olaf on top with a candy cane. I love the theming, the planning that goes into these vehicles. You can see these owners really took the time in these Polaris vehicles to make sure that they were as festive as possible for the parade. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Next up, we have the City of Greer. The City of Greer is bringing their own float. This year, it's featuring the parade. Specifically, there are 4 Greer program projects for the city. This is the City of Greer, South Carolina, the sponsor of today's parade, with their festive-looking entry. Merry Christmas! Live, there's 4 Greer in the City of Greer with their entry. Merry Christmas. Followed up by, hey, Merry Christmas! It's the mayor! How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Followed up by Scruffy's Sales and Auction. They are all decked out in that trailer. I love it. We've got the elf. I love it. Merry Christmas. Followed up by the Greer Fire Department. You hear them. Here they come. Here's the Greer Fire Department with their new Super Mill vehicle. Got some kids up top. I absolutely love to see it. Next up, we've got State Representative Alan Morgan riding along. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Following up that, we've got American Legion Post 115 coming through. Well, everybody, we are still early in the parade. There's much more to come. So right now, take a moment, share this video, help us spread the Christmas cheer all over Facebook. That's our goal. We want to spread our community appreciation all around. Merry Christmas! Next up, we have Miss Greater Greer Teen driving by. Merry Christmas! That's Lily Kate Barbary. Following her, we've got Greer Community Ministries coming through with a bus, followed up by a truck and trailer. Thank you to Greer Community Ministries for all the work you do for our community. We're so grateful. GCM Greer Relief, Merry Christmas. Once again, Merry Christmas to Greer Community Ministries. Hey, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Next up, I love this lineup. Wow! Merry Christmas! We've got the UPS car, the UPS dog. I love these themed vehicles. The John Deere, I love it. Wow, we got a Fisher-Price Little Tykes vehicle, followed up by Lightning McQueen. I don't know what group put this together, but I'm impressed with the theming. Next up, we have a Ghostbusters themed vehicle. I love the pets that are participating in the parade too, followed up by Hello Kitty. I love it. I love it. We've got Scooby-Doo, the Mystery Machine, and followed up by one more Little Tykes Fisher-Price themed car. I don't know what car club that is. I want to be a member. I want to join. I want to theme my own car. I absolutely love it. Coming up, we have a great float. We have not seen too many floats so far, but this looks like one. We'll find out who it's from, but it is a gorgeous float. It's the Clardy Law Firm with a beautiful swan float riding down the street. Merry Christmas. As you can see, there's much more coming. I love this. The art cart driving through. This is On The Go Art Studio with their art cart, and they've even got a decked out bus van. Here we have it, another trailer coming through. Again, fully decked out. The effort put into these displays, I love it. We've got balloons, we've got a fireplace. A whole crew coming through. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! That right there was Destination Church of God. Next up is Kona Ice. You see the penguin. We even have mascots coming through today. And of course, you've seen them around town. It's the Kona Ice truck. Merry Christmas! Following them up, we've got the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans Organization, Chapter 39. Merry Christmas to you all. And you hear it coming. It is our first marching band. I'll introduce them now and we'll let them play. It is the East Side High School Marching Band. Maybe my favorite part of the parade is the bands that come through. I cannot wait, so sit back, relax, and enjoy some of this music. That right there was the East Side High School Marching Band. I love it. One of my favorite parts of the parade every year is the bands that come through. Next up, it looks like we've got another trailer coming from Harmony Fellowship Church. Merry Christmas! Next up, we've got Cooper Heating and Air. They've got a whole crew coming through. Merry Christmas! I love it. There are so many sweet treats. We even have people coming with bags of goodies along the side of the street, handing them out. I love to see it. What you're seeing right now is Benor Logistic Systems, Inc. They're coming through, handing out treats. And they've got our first semi in the parade today. Following them up, we've got Girl Scouts Service Unit 635. Here they come. I love to see it. We've got another trailer loaded up with the, according to their sign, the Cookie Elves. I love it. Again, this is Girl Scout Service Unit 635. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! The Girl Scouts coming through, handing out goodies. I love to see it. Merry Christmas! Once again, that was the Girl Scouts. Coming up next, it's His Vineyard. Their congregation has come together to put together a display. Church members riding on their trailer. They are here. Merry Christmas from His Vineyard. Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas. I love to see it. The organizations, the churches, the community groups, the troops coming together to make today's parade happen. His Vineyard coming through, handing out some wristbands, handing out some goodies. I love to see it. Merry Christmas. Next up, you can see them coming. We have the Tiger River Fire Department. No sirens yet, but here they come. Here they come. It is the Tiger River Fire Department. Coming through, they've decorated up their truck. I love to see it. Even have a little kid. Bring your kid to work today, apparently. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To you all. Next up is Zoomin' Groomin', a mobile pet spa. The businesses get involved. I love to see it. Here they come. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! This is the Faith Temple Psalm 100 Choir singing live. That was the Faith Temple Choir. Next up, we have another performance group. It's the Greenville Korea Center coming through. The Greenville Korea Center is putting on quite the show. Quite a bit of talent here. And we've got a lineup of drummers coming through. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I love to see it. Next up, we've got Miss Greer Middle College. These are the Blazers coming through. Merry Christmas. I love to see the local schools get involved. We've already seen Eastside High School come through. Now we have the Blazers from Greer Middle College. Love seeing the community come together. If you haven't already, comment where you're watching from. I'd love to see you all join in. Heather is watching from another point in the parade. I love that. Barbara is watching from Falls Church, Virginia. Glad you can join us. Miranda's watching. Grace is watching. Shannon is watching from Lyman. I love it. Thank you all for tuning in. And here we have D&D Motors coming through. They have one of the biggest Santa hats I've ever seen on top of their vehicles. Following them up, we've got another school. It's Green Charter Schools coming through with a whole load of students. I love the matching outfits. Can't get any better than that. Following them, it looks like we have the Greenville County Republican Party. Merry Christmas, everyone. Coming up next, we have SC Wraps and Graphics. It looks like they've got a trailer on their back end. Here they are, SC Wraps and Graphics coming through. Looks like we have a Grinch or two. I love the hats. When we're not wrapping presents, we're wrapping the vehicles. I love it. Next up, we have Elite Home Care and Day Centers. Their transportation department coming through. It looks like we have another Grinch. Even the Grinch is feeling Christmassy. That's how festive a parade this is, that the Grinch himself is willing to come out and join us. I'd love to see a few more of you are joining us. Maria from his vineyard, Ruby from Greer, Catherine from Greer, Shirley is from Simpsonville, Sarah's watching from Greer, and Rusty and Kathy are watching from Duncan. Oh, I love that. Thank you all for joining. Here we have Carolina Climate Control moving through. They've put together another trailer, and I love the hubcaps that are candy canes. I love it. As they come through, let me make a quick note. Shops Off Trade has been so gracious to support our parade, let us stream from their yard. So I just want to mention that they're open till 6. And then I should also mention the Greer Heritage Museum is open this afternoon. So really the community has come together, is in high spirits as we enjoy the 2024 Greer Christmas Parade. Once more, you're watching Carolina Climate Control and their fleet of vehicles all decked out. Next up, it's Pool Works for healthy pool people. I love it. I see some kids in the back of their truck. I love when the whole families come out. They get the business involved, they bring their kids. That's the best of this community right here, coming together for an event like this, supporting a great cause like Greer Relief. Now everybody, I'm getting excited because in the distance I just heard another marching band. You heard me right, it's the Blue Ridge High School Marching Band, sponsored by Greer CPW. Here they come. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some music from the Blue Ridge High School Marching Band. That right there was the Blue Ridge High School Marching Band, and here's their homecoming queen. Merry Christmas! Here's Miss Blue Ridge, Ava Spencer. Here's Miss Eldorado. Next up, we have Blue Ridge Cheer. They've got another Grinch. They are in high spirits. So enjoy Blue Ridge Cheer. I think the Grinch just gave me a wave. I don't know if I should be excited about that wave or if I should be worried. Here comes Fred Anderson, Chevy, Buick, and GMC. Following them, we've got the Piedmont Women's Center, a pregnancy medical clinic here in town. Merry Christmas. Next up, we've got Hyundai Genesis of Greer. We got some nice vehicles sliding through. Looks like we've got the newest rides right off the lot coming through. Once again, if you are just tuning in, can I ask you to do two quick things for me? You can see spirits are high, and I would love to spread this positivity all over Facebook. Here are two ways you can help out. Just give this video a like. That helps Facebook know to show it to more people. Second thing you can do is just share it. Spread the holiday cheer with your friends. There's enough negativity out there. You see these smiling faces. This is the community at its best. This is Greer, right here. Next up, you see them coming. It's the Northwood Buddies coming through. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Wave over here, guys. Tell them Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Next up, we have the Southern Dance Connection. Merry Christmas.
We're number 7.
Merry Christmas. We see them come back year after year, the Southern Dance Connection. They always bring out all their kids, put on a huge show. We love to see it every year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. I love seeing it. Full families. I see parents coming out with their kids, enjoying the parade, spreading the holiday cheer. Merry Christmas! Once again, you're watching the Southern Dance Connection. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to you! I love it. They brought out all the families, all the kids. Merry Christmas! Good to see you. I love it. I love when you recognize people in the parade, friends, family, loved ones. That's right there what it's all about. Next up, we have the Greer Lions. And I even see a mascot lion across the street. I love it. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. That right there is the Greer Lions. Next up, we've got the Upstate Furries. It's the Upstate Palmettos. Here we have Joyful Hands in Home Healthcare. Merry Christmas. Want to shout out a few others. Rosie is watching from Spartanburg. I love it. Lori is watching from Greenville on Woodruff. Allison. Oh, Allison is sick. So sorry, Allison, but I'm glad you're able to join us here. Here we have Eli Enterprise coming through. I love the creativity. Looks like they just took down a tree. We've seen a lot of that the past few months. We know after Tropical Storm Helene, the community was hit hard, but the communities come together to help recover, to help rebuild. Organizations like Greer Relief have been doing that, and that's what this is about. Here comes the Rotary Club of Greer, South Carolina. And we even have some pups coming through in the street. Merry Christmas! Once again, that's the Rotary Club. Merry Christmas! I want to shout out a few others that are watching. Amanda is watching from Poinsett Street, but they apparently have a bad seat. Glad you can join us online. Bud and Mandy Tate are watching. Sandy is watching. So good to see all of you joining in. Here we have the Shriners coming through. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas! You're watching the Shriners come through right there. Well, just to prep you, the Shriners are coming through with one of the most impressive and creative trailers I've seen so far today. We have a rocket. We have a literal rocket riding down Poinsett Street. Merry Christmas! That rocket is smoking out the back. It might be ready for takeoff. I love it. Merry Christmas. The astronauts coming through. Merry Christmas. That right there is the executive committee of the Shriners. Now it looks like we have some sleek Corvettes and other rides coming through. We love to see a fleet of vehicles come through. Look at this, the kids, the families. Merry Christmas. I love these rides. Merry Christmas. We love to see the old vintage vehicles come on through. Merry Christmas. These are some sleek vehicles decked out, candy canes, garland, bows, Christmas lights. I just love it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We got another Chevy. Chevys upon Chevys. Merry Christmas. If you are just tuning in, we are live at the Greer Christmas Parade along Poinsett Street. The community is in high spirits, the weather is great, and the Chevy group is riding through. It looks like the Grinch may have got run over on that vehicle. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh, I love these vehicles. Look at that exposed engine. We have quite the show. Quite the show here on Poinsett Street. Next up, we've got Unique Kids. Here they come. Merry Christmas. I love it. Merry Christmas. I love it. They have a wonderful float. I love the festivities. Next up is Chisholm Plumbing, Air, and Electric. They've got a truck coming right down. I just heard that we have another band riding down the street. You know, those are my favorite. Looks like we have just a few entries before them, but get ready. If you are just tuning in or you haven't already, take a moment, comment where you're watching from. This is one of my favorite things. I always love to see where people are viewing from, and I see Jessica is watching from Newport, Tennessee. I love it. We have Newport, Tennessee. We have Virginia. I love it. Here you can see we have a trailer and float. Once again, that's from Chisholm Plumbing, Air, and Electric. Melanie is watching from O'Neill. Jenny, Renee, Karen are all watching from Greer. Val is watching. Good to hear from you, Val. Jenny is watching. I love it. Once again, this is Chisholm Plumbing, Air, and Electric with their big fleet. And in the back, you'll see it in just a second, they have locked up the Grinch. I repeat, the Grinch has been caught. Thank you, Chisholm Plumbing, Air, and Electric, for doing us a community favor. Lisa is watching from Reedville. Trina is watching from Campobello. Kathy is at North Miller and West Church Streets. Michelle is watching from Orlando. So we've had Florida, Virginia, Tennessee. I love it. Next up, we have Stewart Security. I love the decorations. Getting their company truck, adding in some elves, adding in some Christmas trees, having a dog out the back. I just love it. Next up, we've got another Boy Scout troop. It's Troop 616 coming through. Merry Christmas! Once again, that's Troop 616. And here, we just saw Troop 16. And here is Pack 16, their Cub Scout pack. I love it. Now, you may have already been able to hear it, but coming up is the Pride of Riverside Marching Band from Riverside High School. So get ready to enjoy, again, my favorite part of the parade. It's the marching bands. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pride of Riverside. That right there is the Pride of Riverside. Well, everybody, I've said it before and I'll say it again. My favorite part of the parade, maybe other than Santa. I love Santa, but beyond that, the marching bands. You still hear them. That's Riverside High School. Love to see it. Next up, we have Johnston Orthodontics and Dr. J's Ortho Safari Vehicle. I love the theming. Who knows, maybe this is Dr. J himself. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Following up Johnston Orthodontics, we've got Moon Tire and Auto coming through. I love all the balloons. Merry Christmas to Moon Tire and Auto. Some of these businesses have just gone all out. You can tell they've put in time to craft their floats, to decorate their cars. They've really put in the time and work to make this day special, to make this event special for the community. So thank you to those local businesses who are out here supporting Greer Relief, supporting our community. Merry Christmas. Next up, we've got a huge vehicle here from East Coast Concrete Pumping. They have gone all out on that garland, fully adorning their vehicle. I love to see it. East Coast Concrete Pumping, literally with a truckload of candy, just dropping it along the way. I love it. We have some more classic vehicles riding through. Next up, we have Certa Pro Painters. Looks like they've got their kids in their trailer. Merry Christmas. Next up, we've got some crazy vehicles coming down the street. Some of these rides are just insane. This right here coming up is D2 Power Sports. Merry Christmas. D2 Power Sports, absolutely insane vehicles. Merry Christmas. That right there, you see their vehicles. They've got a whole fleet. This is all D2 Power Sports. Merry Christmas. Once again, this whole fleet is from D2 Autosports. I love all these decked out vehicles. Merry Christmas! Thank you all for tuning in. Just one little reminder, if you can like and share this video, that'll make Facebook show it to more people. That's spreading the Christmas cheer, spreading the community good. Here we have Southern Lawn and Landscape LLC. I love it. Merry Christmas. I love seeing all these businesses, all these organizations come out, come right down Poinsett Street on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. The temperature is great, and I love to see the involvement. Here we have in compliance, inspections, maintenance, and structural rehab, and the Tiger River Cats. Invitationals champions, Top Gun USA tournament champions. They have all the championships. Merry Christmas, Tiger River Cats. And coming up next, we've got the Tigerville Cafe. We just had the Tiger River Cats, now the Tigerville Cafe. We might be on a tiger streak. I love it. And this trailer that's coming up, they have decked it out with candy canes. They have a snowman. They're all dressed up as elves. By the way, that theme, an elvish Christmas. That's the theme. We have the elf coming down with the Tigerville Cafe. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. As I said, that is the theme today, an elvish Christmas. So you'll see lots of elves in the parade today going off that theme. Now here we have Babs Plumbing and Backflow Services. We have a few elves dressed up top. And in the back, we've got another Girl Scout troop. Merry Christmas. Once again, this is Babs Plumbing. And here we have some sweet rides coming right down the middle of Poinsett. Okay, my dad just let me know this is the Corvair Club. I love it. This is probably the third car club we've seen come through today. I love to see all the sweet rides. Coming up next is the Bedrock Mental Health Organization. I just want to shout out a few of you. Glenn just liked and shared the video. Thank you so much. You're spreading that holiday cheer. Heather's watching from Traveler's Rest. Thank you for joining us. Jenna is under her blanket in Greenville. That is a good place to be. I love it. We've had a few cold days, so not a bad solution. Olivia is watching from Eastover. Rita's watching from Lyman. I love it. Kathy's watching from Waterloo. And here we have a group from Sassy Stables. We have 2 horses. I love it. I think these are first horses I've seen in a while at the Greer Christmas Parade. So Merry Christmas. Once again, Merry Christmas to Sassy Stables. They've got live horses and they've got the inflatable horse. I love to see it. Nora is watching from Easley. Thank you for joining us, Nora. Patricia, thank you for joining us. We're so glad to have you joining into this holiday fun. We have payroll medics here handing out candy. I love it. We have a group of kids here who has just gotten so much candy. That's the great fun of a parade like this. Here we have the 2024 South Carolina Cinderella Royalty. The tot is January Adams. The teen is Ellie Mason. Following them, we have Blue Ridge Cars and Trucks with a fully decorated Christmas tree in the back of their pickup. And today, we don't have an elf on a shelf. We have an elf on the truck. It doesn't rhyme as well, to be fair, but they're rolling with the theme, and here we have the elf on the truck. Next up, we have some 12U state champions. We have some state champions riding through Greer, representing Greer on the state level. I love to see it. That is the Diamond Youth Baseball Group. representing Greer on the state stage. Okay, we just got an awesome comment. Andrina is watching from Colombia, not the city, the nation. Merry Christmas to you all, and thank you for joining us live. Here we have Panco Inc. grading and hauling. Merry Christmas. Got a huge vehicle and a huge sign for their huge vehicle. Here we have Serve Pro, serving East Greenville County. Love to see the participation, love to see the pets. We have 3 dogs, 1 in the front seat, 2 in the back seats. I love it, got the whole family, even the pets coming out. Merry Christmas. It looks like we have some Mustangs coming through, looking sleek today. I love it, we got some cool cars out here. Nicer than my car for sure. Merry Christmas to you all. I love some of the old vehicles. We got a crew that's hauling a Christmas tree in their back. It's giving me some nostalgic vibes there. I love the old-fashioned vehicles, old-fashioned theme. Coming up, we've got a huge truck from RSI. That's RSI Towing and Recovery. They got their lights going. The actual lights of their truck are going, but then they've also added even more lights for the holiday season. Merry Christmas. They even got a tree on the very back of their vehicle. Now, coming up after RSI, we have Pelham Medical Center. RSI, then Pelham Medical Center. I want to shout out Ginger. Ginger is watching from Chandler Creek. Thank you for joining us. Ian's watching. Thank you for joining us. I see you asked who's commentating. I'm Jonathan, if you're wondering. I host Greer Tidbits. I'm also a volunteer at the Greer Heritage Museum. So glad to be hosting today's live stream. Then Cynthia is watching from Taylor's. Wow, I love the international audience. Earlier we had Colombia, the nation. Now we have Spain. So represented in our viewers, we have 3 continents right now. I think that's pretty cool. Thank you for joining us here in Greer, South Carolina, United States, for today's parade. Just a great holiday tradition. Jamie Woodruff is watching from A1 Insurance Agency here in Greer. Thank you for joining us live. I love to see it. Now here we have Reggie Griffin and Son Insurance. I love that we have two kids waving up top. I love it. Got the whole family involved. Merry Christmas, Reggie Griffin and Son Insurance. Next up, Ace Hardware has loaded up their gear into a trailer. They got a tree. They got some big machinery. Merry Christmas to Ace Hardware. Merry Christmas. I love it. Even more members of the community jumping in on this elf theme this year. And here we have Tharp Insurance Services. Merry Christmas. Following up Tharp, we've got Sparkle Wash, professional pressure washing. They've got stockings on the front of their truck. I love it. Next up, and this is cool, we have the Slingshot Club of the area. And these slingshots, they aren't just driving in a straight line. Oh no, that would be too easy. Oh no, the Slingshot Club is doing formations live along Poinsett Street. That's some serious talent there by the Slingshot Club. We have a patriotic slingshot here. Others have been themed around the elf theme. Others are just generic Christmassy. I love it. The Slingshot Club is bringing the festive spirit today. Merry Christmas! Nancy is watching from her home. Sierra is watching from Elite Home Care. Thank you for joining us. Florecita is watching. I love it. Thank you all for tuning in. Right now you're seeing the very end of the Slingshot Club. They have brought all the festive spirit today. Merry Christmas! We've got some cool rides cruising through right down the middle of Poinsett Street. Next up, we have Agape House. It looks like they've gone with a candy cane theme. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to Agape House. Next up is Bagwell Towing and Transportation. Their truck is festive, but then the car that they're towing is also festive. I love it. They are all decked out. And wow, on the back of their vehicle is maybe the biggest bear I have seen. Maybe ever. I love it. Here we have Service Transport Inc. A wreath on front, an American flag out the back, and a kid throwing candy out the window. Next up, we have Full Throttle Fab and Chassis Restoration. And wow, what a beautiful restored vehicle. I think they're just here to show off their work, and boy, it looks great. Merry Christmas! We have some more sleek rides coming through. Here we have Miss Greer High School, Sydney Porter, their homecoming queen. And then we have Charlie Grace Smith. Merry Christmas. Next up, we have got yet another Grinch. Apparently, all the Grinches are coming out to the parade, this time from the Brass Beard Barber Shop. Merry Christmas. Next up is Tuck and Howell Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Merry Christmas. And even though it is like 60 degrees out, you might be able to see it on screen. It's snowing. That's right, miracles can happen even in our 60-degree South Carolina weather. It is still snowing here on Poinsett Street.
I'm getting left behind.
Once again, this whole fleet is all from Tuck and Howell Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Merry Christmas. Rudy is watching from Greer. Martha is watching. Cheryl is watching. I love it. Thank you all for joining us live. Once again, this huge fleet, it is a massive fleet, is all from Tuck and Howell. It looks like they have brought out their whole business to come and support Greer Relief, to come and support the community. Merry Christmas, Tuck and Howell. While Tuck and Howell cruises through, if you are just joining in, I just want to remind you, if you don't mind just liking and sharing the video. Christmas is a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time in Greer. And that's just one way, when you share the video with your friends, to spread the Christmas cheer. Robin, thank you for joining us from Blue Ridge. Lisa, Daniela, and Kyler are all watching from Las Vegas. Across the nation. I love it. Thank you for joining us. Robin's watching from Blue Ridge. Kathy just asked me to mention Greer Relief. That's a great suggestion. I mentioned it earlier, but Greer Relief is a great community organization. They're a food pantry. They have other community support programs, helping individuals get a job, get clothes, get support. And all the proceeds raised from the parade today are going to help Greer Relief. So thank you, Greer Relief, for what you do. Here we have rolling through the Yellow Jackets. Merry Christmas. This is from Southern Truck Collision. Coming up, we have a huge group coming from Greer High, Greer Middle, the whole Greer community are coming through. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We have all our little yellow jackets coming through. Next up, we have Linen Home Repair, which is another group that's supporting the Greer Yellow Jackets. Looks like we even have some Yellow Jacket football players coming through. Merry Christmas to you all. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas. Well, Greer High is putting on quite the show. Coming up, we have some Greer High cheerleaders, directly followed by the Greer High marching band. I've already mentioned it. I love the bands. So sit back, relax, enjoy Greer High coming through, including Miss Greer High. That right there was the Greer High School Marching Band. Coming up is Miss Greer Plus America 2024. Merry Christmas. Next up, we have Ignite Dance. And it looks like they have a whole crew dancing down the street. Here they come. It's Ignite Dance. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Once again, this right here is Ignite Dance. Ignite Dance giving us a show right here on Poinsett. Merry Christmas. And here we have even more rolling through from Ignite Dance. It looks like they've got their whole crew out. And here's the Ignite Mini Team rolling through on a trailer. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well, everybody, it's hard to believe. Time has flown by. We are nearing the end of the parade. But don't leave, because you know how the parade ends. It ends with Santa. Santa is coming. But in the meantime, we've got 864 Hydro Seeding and Stump Grinding coming through with their own trailer and crew. Merry Christmas! Next up, we have Greer Event Rentals, and it looks like they may have Mrs. Claus coming through. Greer Event Rentals, just such a great community business. Scott Stevens rolling through with Mrs. Claus, with a whole trailer load full of their kids. I love it. Merry Christmas! And there you see, it's Mrs. Claus herself. There's Hendrix. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Love to see it. Here we have the Lake Cunningham Fire Department. And after them, you know what's coming. It's Santa Claus. But first, Merry Christmas to the Lake Cunningham Fire Department. Well, everybody, there is only one float left. You know it. You love it. It is Santa himself here in Greer, rolling down Poinsett Street. Presented by United Bank to end off our parade today. Here they come, merry and bright wishes from United Bank, the presenting sponsor of the end of our parade. Merry Christmas! And here he comes, the man himself, the end of our 2024 Greer Christmas Parade. Here he comes, Mr. Santa Claus! Merry Christmas, Santa! Here he rolls through. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you for tuning in to this year's Greer Christmas Parade, for tuning in to watch Santa, to watch the marching bands. I want to give a few quick thank yous. Thank you to the Shops Off Trade for supporting us, letting us go live. Thank you to the public servants, the police department, the city for making us safe and hosting this. Thank you to Greer Relief for the work you do in our community. We are so grateful. And thank you to you for joining in live for the 2024 Greer Christmas Parade. I'm Jonathan Lovegrove. It's been a pleasure to have you joining us. I'll see you next year.